All right. What's up? What's up? What's up, people? Feels like it's been forever since I've dropped a You haven't missed anything. What's going on? What's going on? What was good to Vat 6'9"? So, yeah, so the title of the stream, I was gonna make this a video. I still might, but I'm basically looking at building a stall team for PvP. We talked about it a lot on the stream, and I was doing my pulls for Live, and I actually was able to get Caesar. So I was like, yo, dope. So I was like, might as well start working towards my stall team. And so what I was like looking at is like, you know, what are some of the like biggest threats, right, in PvP right now? Like we got Cerslet, Media, Aluya. Rita's annoying. Not too many Moes. And not too many CMs. But Cerslet and Aluya are like really large threats, right? So, for like a main tank, right, there's like three options: Kier, Gildan, and Sheru. Kier's gonna be taking a lot of damage from Cerslet, Rita, a Finay, because people are gonna have Finay. So like Kier's kind of out because no one's really moved on to Hydro yet, right, in PvP. And I'm talking single fight, by the way. So Gildan is a great option, and Sheru's a great option because Gildan's only threat is a Media, and Sheru's only threat is a CM or a Mo, right? Maybe throw Basil on the team. Well, I was thinking, well, so I was thinking like this, right? So for stall comp, you gotta have like mad sustain, because you're not trying to win, you're just trying to survive long enough. Literally. So like if you put on Caesar as your sub, she can do extra healing as well, because I don't necessarily need her to do damage. I just want her to do some healing around herself, because she's not gonna be main tanking. Hold on one second. Even okay, so yeah, so Caesar can heal, and she gets extra mitigation as well for survivability. So like Sheru receives a lot of extra healing received from her Frosttrigger code. Oh yeah, nah, I was close to pity. This is like the first time I haven't been close to a pity redeem, but I pretty much redeemed her, because I mean now I'm kind of like I almost have the whole roster. The only person I need is Mo, so I'm happy with that. And most likely, if Mo has a banner, she'll have if Mo has a banner, she's gonna have like one of the 4 stars. Well, she's gonna have Follett, right? So, or if they introduce a new Animo, so I'll just end up summoning on her banner. And Rita, I decided not to summon for because literally in 2 weeks I'll get her. So, so I was thinking Sheru, Caesar, frontline. I mean, because I got lucky enough, we can do the we can do the top ability to freeze people to stall out. I was thinking definitely the ult for extra health. Get the shield. Question. Taco question: is there a difference between echoing laugh or molten magma aside from its difficulty? I'm sure the difficulty. Yeah, it's better rewards, Taco. Better rewards there. So we got Sheru and Caesar for main tanks. Now, for a stall team, Basil is great for a stall team, especially with his stuns, right? But he doesn't, I don't get any way to really keep him sustained until not even really sustained, but like I get the extra HP here to make him just even tankier, but like he doesn't really have anything to sustain himself like at the highest levels. He's just a stun god, right? Which, hey, nothing wrong with being stun god. But I feel like he's more of an offense to me. I don't know. I mean, I'm close to. I mean, I'll be able to just through PvP get his phase 5. So I'll see how that works. Maybe also getting this node for extra healing would be nice as well, which I'm literally right there. I don't know. And like Euphoria, like I mean, she's like, I mean, she gets high in her tankiness, but like she's an SR who is about to get overrun by Hydros, so like that's why I haven't invested into her. Same thing for Cersei. Like Cersei for Stockholm, like you're not really using her to sustain her. I mean, like you can use the mitigation, you can use the extra mitigation, you can get for the extra self HP, but like if you're not like, you know, higher with her getting all this mitigation, then I don't really see a point of using her seriously. Yeah, I would say that to Vat. He'd go really well with some assassins where they just can't do any damage. He was just thinking about how he can sometimes grab Aaliyah even when she reaches the back line. Yeah, but Basil really only like looks at the tank, right? Because most tanks are going to be Gil'dan that you're fighting and they taunt. The only reason why my Basil ignores the Gil'dan is because of Blur from Siam, right? So normally he's just gonna grab the tank. Recently you've been getting mini animal units. You got CM, Mo, and Nuno. Was wondering what would be your recommendation for an Animo comp. Also, would there be an upcoming Animo tank? Yeah, Taco, there's gonna eventually be an Animo tank. Animo comp. I mean, all you really have right now is Kier, Nuno, Follett, CM. You have Kier, Follett, Nuno, Mo. You have Kier, Follett, CM, and Chlor, or you have Kier, Follett, Chlor, and Mo. The reason why I say that is because at CM's best, he doesn't fit well with Mo. He fits more with Follett or Chlor because his awakening giving him the blur, which the targets, they basically, your physical DPS will be doing less damage, and then he'll allow magical damage to do more, right? And CM benefits from wind breath, but he doesn't spread wind breath, so think about that too whenever you're building your teams. But yeah, it's either going to be like these four or these four. I wouldn't combine the two. Like, you can definitely have CM and Mo on the same team. Don't get me wrong, you can do a CM, Nuno, Kier, Mo team, but like CM's going to be lowering your Mo's damage. That's the only thing. So you can do it, but yeah, it would just be CM, Nuno, Kier, Mo if you're wanting to use both of the SSRs. Yeah. So healer wise, pretty much, I mean, not even pretty much, I have all the healers in the game now. And so for healing, Sheru and a Caesar, right? Looking at best healers, and I have all these healers at 5-star. This is at 4. My SSRs are at 3. So I could have her at 5-star if I wanted, which is a really nice flex. So yeah, so everyone's basically a 5-star except for my 3 stars. Okay. So best thing about the SSR healers, you have Nuno. See, Nuno, she applies wind breath, which won't help in this, but she makes the cards cheaper and she does a big AoE. Passively, every 6 attacks, she triggers Nuno Zone, which heals all allies, but I don't have a lot of attack speed on her, right? She has her heal, which is an AoE heal, or she has a shield that she can apply that's a physical shield, and well, actually no, she heals an ally within 5 seconds, and consuming 2 stacks of wind breath, she'll grant the ally a physical shield, which again, this is why I say like Nuno fits into an Animo team where you can cycle around wind breath. I can't give her wind breath in the team. Like, I just have to rely on just her healing. Now she can cleanse debuffs, and then on Tinkling Bell, I can grant 2 stacks of wind breath to the buff target. But again, that doesn't help. So at Nuno's core, she doesn't really help that team. Would you recommend raising Nuno or Screamer in the Sursless team? That's been Gildan, Sursless, Screamer, and Finay. Nuno is a outright better healer than Screamer. Screamer is a better buffer. So it depends on how much survivability that you need. Nuno will out here heal Screamer all day, but if you're doing something that doesn't require like too much healing and you're kind of just like dog walking, like, then just use Screamer. Yeah, like Screamer's gonna give you way more DPS, but Nuno's gonna give you way more survivability. So it just depends on what you need at that moment, honestly. Liv. So looking at Liv's kit, what's her best things? Her ult does damage, and it does more with true damage, which on a stall comp, I won't have that. Her ability, her second ability, 50% of the damage taken is converted to damage over time, which is her, honestly, like her most useful skill for the tanks, because like the damage is gonna be taken over time, especially mixing that with Sheru, right? And then this one is an AoE heal on the ability. That also does damage. Her passive, she's gonna increase her attack speed, and then whenever dealing skill or ult damage, inflicting encroaching cold the same stack. Basically, she'll just be putting out encroaching cold. But her second ability is going to be the main thing, and that's all Liv will have for me in the kit, is her second ability and the heal. This is gonna be the best part here. Yo, what's good, Zol? So I recommend building Follette for an Animo team. I gotta test her out. Follette, well, okay, so let me stage this. Other than Follette is all you got in Animo right now, other than like CM and Mo, right? Follette is gonna be your next DPS. So if you're really wanting to invest into it, I mean, you would have to build her. Now, if you can feed her a lot of Wind Breath stacks, she does alright damage. She is definitely, though, an AoE character, especially like with her ult and everything. She's more of an AoE character. So like if you're using her with CM, like, you know, she'll do some decent damage with CM. Oddly enough, if you're using a CM, you could use the second ability here, where she just increases ally skill damage for 10 seconds, Chlor, and then her divination has a chance to grant Animo characters a stack of Wind Breath. You know, just an option. You can just have her buff. Like, don't use this skill. You can just have her buff and spread Wind Breath to everybody. Her ult is just AoE, right? Her passive is able to generate herself Wind Breath just on her own. And then you have that's pretty much all you got. Oh no, you're good. Yeah, but yeah, like Follette is, other than CM, like, yeah, Follette's a DPS. She just has a lot of AoE. Hold on, guys. Right. It was good, Shadow. What's up? Sing. Probably have to change skills because Finay also. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh wait, I'm sorry. So I'll use a main DPS with both Nuno and Screamer in the team. That's removing Finne. If you're using, I mean, yes, Cersei is a main DPS. If you're gonna be, if you're not gonna use, if you're not gonna use somebody who can give you burn with to get the most out of Cersei, you want to feed her burn on the target. So on the phase 3, you can, before you ult, you want to cast your skill, the boomerang. So you want to cast this skill here to get the burn. Hold on. I think it's, okay. Anyways, I'm liking Star Rail's a nice game. It's a I liked Final Fantasy type games. It was a really fun game. But yeah, you want to feed her burn. So if you're not using her with another fire DPS who can put burn, you want to use her skill. Put this here on to get the extra burn, and then pop the ult to maximize your DPS. But using Nuno and Screamer, I mean, it depends on how much DPS you. I mean, because like that's why it was kind of that's why like getting Rita was a really good option if you're gonna use Screamer as your main DPS, because like Rita just gives an AD bonus to your highest attack, and then she can give the extra crit rate, and she just has that buff, right? You're not getting the attack speed, but you're getting the extra AD buff and the crit rate on her ult. So you could have just used Cersei, Rita, Gildan, and Nuno if you're needing the survivability. But using Nuno and Screamer, like, I mean, that's the thing. Like, you just won't, like, Cersei's your only damage, and like, if you get into any AoE situations, like, I mean, if you have her, I mean, you'd have to have her at a 4-star. There'd be no other way. That way her ult could at least do some AoE to clear out areas. To get the limited DPS? No. I didn't, I'm not going for Sealy, I'm going for the next one. Yeah, you want to tank next to Cersei because she's very squishy. Like, she's very, very squishy. Like, she can tank some magical damage, but like mostly you're gonna be taking physical, and she just gets, she can get nuked. Like, she can get absolutely nuked. Baby is, and so yeah, so like Cersei just gets think. So let's just get nuked, and so you have to worry about that. Are you okay? Jesus Christ. Are you okay? Are you okay? Did the mic hurt you, or did you hurt the mic? She just like headbutted my mic. Level 49 tower. It's tearing your source set up right now. Yeah. Yeah, the tower is terrible. You went all in since they didn't announce Yuri? Yeah, they still haven't said anything on her. I mean, regardless of what they do to Yuri's kit, they still need a Hydro DPS. There's not a Hydro SSR. Your luck went to Star Rail. That's what I've been hearing. But let me see. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, for my sustain team. Just missing. Trying to save for Animo. Yo. Keep the hope alive. Animo's day is coming. Hydro has their time right now. Pyro had their Pyro had their time. Now it's gonna be Hydro. And then it's gonna be Animo's time. You're gonna run Cherry Live, Nuno, and Mo. Pretty team. Yeah. Next hour will be Hydro probably with the corresponding Animo banner. Yeah. That one I'm gonna like, I mean, come on guys. If you've been watching me, like, I'm going to destroy the next Animo tower. Like it won't even be an issue for me. Like that tower is gonna be done for. What's your opinion on the part of the event that unlocks on the last day? The second half. Oh, I mean, like, I never really thought about it. I just know it's like a little bit more difficult. Unless you're talking about this. I guarantee this is like nothing. I like guarantee this is nothing. So I wouldn't even like stress about it. If you're talking about, yeah, this part right here, it's probably nothing. It's probably like some story or something. Yeah. That day when it's Hydro Tower, I can literally just run this right here and be fine. Could be some indication of when they'll add new content? Nah, I don't think so. Like, pretty much the only thing we have left is Union. The Union, it seems like they're gonna be adding a Union boss. And then the Labyrinth extra stage. Pretty much all we got. They revealed the new character. Well, I mean, in all honesty, I have no idea how they're gonna do the new character, because here's the thing. Yeah, the double drops is later. Here's the thing. with 2 hydro standards that they dropped, it'll be weird if they then dropped, like, you know, the character everyone's been waiting for, Yori, because it's like 3 hydros. Like, I mean, it'll be 2 new characters that are both hydro. I'll just be like, dang, like that's a lot, right? Because, and it's just because they kind of mixed it up a little bit at the beginning, because everyone started off with the Luya Gildan, which were, you know, the only dark units, but then they went with Surslit, and then Nuno came, and then Rita came with Surslit, which I get, it fits the fire. Which in the same time period they dropped Sheru, and then it was Liv. And if you were to copy the banners, like the one character that didn't make sense was Nuno and all of that. But they had a new character that had a SR on there of the same element, and then they dropped another character that was of the same element that worked in that team. With Sheru, dropped her with the new SR, and then they later dropped someone of the same element, Liv, who works on there, right? Like, it's just the only one that doesn't make sense is Nuno. All right, 6ix9ine, you have a good one. So, like, for them to then drop Liv, they would have to not Liv. If they were to drop like Yori, they would have to put another SR on there. So I guess it would have to be black. Which, I mean, it's whatever. I need to change you? Kinda. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta go. Change her. Okay. My bad. My bad. Okay. So, what was I saying? As I was saying, it would just be weird to have another character be Hydro. It would just like it'd just be a lot. It would really be a lot. So, I don't know. It's funny this just reset because I did wishes this morning. It was good, Randy. Yeah, man. I literally just put the little infant to nap for a bit, but I've been good. Been playing Higan, been playing a little bit of Star Rail. Waiting for Blue Protocol, Wuthering Waves, all those games. But yeah, man, been good. Just been on YouTube a lot heavier. Okay. Wanted to look at my healers for this stall comp. So Codier. So Codier is able to cleanse crowd control and increase armor of allies by 20% for cost ability. Or she can just heal them, and if they're take less damage. So I mean, Codier is gonna make your team take less damage, which is good. I've been kind of chilling, so like I'm gonna be playing it tonight. I'm gonna be playing it tonight, but I haven't been going like super heavy into it. Or my internet is just so up and down right now. It's really annoying. But yeah, like I've just been playing until I hit a wall, and then I come back and do it the next day. All right, so Chella, she does a heal. She does a physical shield. Oh, her basic attack. Her basic attack has a 20% chance of granting a shield. And this increases the shield's effect. Gives physical mitigation. We got Ryoko. Ryoko also has a lot of ult gen. She can apply a massive shield on her ult to that target. Increase her healing. She can reduce the AD of the target. physical characters. Screamer's nice because she has the silence, which is really annoying. I know I have to look at the healers. I wish like not completely set on all the healers. All right, but we gotta build up Liv. I probably won't be able to get her completely built today because I've been building other characters. It's like, let me tell you, the other day, I don't know if you guys remember, the last time I had attempted this one, I was having issues with it. So I went back. Higan lost lots of players. I mean, okay. It happens. A new game comes out. So I ended up putting a lore on the team. And like, I was able to beat it. Like, she actually has a lot of DPS. So I'm gonna show you guys real quick. Now, when I say a lot of DPS, like, I'm not talking about anything groundbreaking, but it was good enough for me. All right, we're gonna give him this one right here. I'll show you. Hold on, let me make sure. I'm trying to make sure I have everything set for her. I wouldn't necessarily like say like amazing, oh my god. But just watch. We got Cersei. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of fire built up, so that's why it was giving me a lot of issues. I mean, that's why they also give you most of the rewards for the earlier stuff. But yeah. So So we have, and I was able to do this on auto too. So we have Blur from CM given the magic buff. And then you have the heals, but just look at now CM is, you know, CM is CM, Cersei, but look at how much damage she's able to like put out. Because she's a magical character that can go along with CM. Oh, did CM die? Oh. Hold on. I hate that it does this weird zoom. I think I'm getting less too because like I have less mitigation on Cersei. It's like caught up. They might not make it. Yeah, they won't make it. But still. It's been good, Web. Just been kind of testing out this rare. And Magic team, she's not doing too bad. The poison effect is there because if you could use Screamer in every fight, right? I mean, it would be over. So it means you have to. I mean, honestly, if they didn't have the poison effect, you wouldn't really need a healer. But, anyways, I already beat it. CM needs friends. Like, I'm having to rely on rares.
It's going to be a great duel.
Prepare to meet your doom.
Oh, let's rate this boss heals. Oh, that's why. So tanky. I mean, I guess I could use.
It's going to be a great duet.
Prepare to meet your doom.
This is an Aluya type of fight. Hold on, let me get the baby.
Prepare to meet your doom. Ruko's home is here. She doesn't want to leave. Ruko's home is here. She doesn't want to leave. You do have the right to stay by my
Oh my god, the knockback. It's such a DPS loss. He breaks. 10 seconds to do. We need a social level mage? Yeah. I mean, look at how much DPS I'm giving to a rare. Blur. Imagine if it was in SSR. Even in SR. Like, even in SR, but like, you know, I'm using a rare for the extra damage on a Animo element. And it's just like, it's so much more. Awesome. Maybe if I give her... allow her to burn. Jesus. Ooh, please be good. Yo, I'll take it. I'm trying to rip my face off. Bullet. That's not quite there. Bullet's an AoE. But yeah, I'm leveling up some people trying to get some teams. Yo, it's good, Brilliance. Need to be asleep. In Honkai, I gotta do my dailies. When I stream Honkai, I'll probably gonna stream it earlier today because I want to hang out with some people. I don't know if I'll try to stream it today, but got some personal stuff to do. That's why I'm streaming early. But I haven't streamed Higan in a while, so I wanted to give Higan some love. But I'm like a mission or so away from. Oh, this is my daughter, Rhea. She's light. She's super light skinned.
It's going to be a great duet.
Prepare to meet your doom. You do have the right to stay by my side.
My green screen acting up.
You do have the right to stay by my side.
Now I got the burn on the boss.
You do have the right to stay by my side.
Will help out Cerslet do more damage for burning. 5 stacks of burn. Bro, this rare, because of CM, is keeping up with Cerslet. Like, there's no way. Like, I understand the rare is 5-star, but 4-star Cerslet, and she's like able to keep up with her. It's wild. Because of CM's Blair ability. And giving burn stacks too. I think we got it. Yo, I think we got it. Burn change.
Ruko's home is here.
We're short a little bit. Yep. Yep. Like, if I could have another DPS that could do, I mean, I need, like, that's the max of what I'm gonna give for her. But like, I don't have a physical. I don't have a physical character that can do like near as much. And enable another person to do. And if I were to use media wouldn't do as much damage either. Just looking at how the RNG rolls.
Insolent castaways, prepare to meet your doom.
I'm gonna get her from Arena. I'm like 55 out of 80. I didn't want to summon on her banner because I knew Liv was coming and Sheru. So I didn't want to summon on Rita's banner because I went ahead and gotten Liv. I'll be getting Rita in a couple weeks. Yeah, if I have Rita, I'm pretty sure like I beat this. I mean, my highest DPS is a green. Yeah, because now I have like literally all the characters I'm missing is Rita and Mo. So there we go. Huh. Low key. Low key. I think I can. You think I can? You think I can swatch Nuno? Think I can put Roka on the team? I think I could put Roka. It doesn't seem like I need that much healing. Like, child. Bro, they made the announcement, but they haven't made the change yet. Trust me. As soon as I see it update on the Twitter, like they brought us to Transcendent, but I mean, also though, like, think of it this way. Let's say they're not trying to compete with Honkai directly. Why drop new content in the first week? Well, no. Think about it like this. Why drop content in the first week of Honkai's release? You know, like they dropped it a week before, which was really great. But why drop it the week of? Like, it's not gonna be smart. It'd be smarter to just wait until the hype kind of slows down a little bit and people move on, because there's no content that they could drop that's gonna make most content creators come back, you know, to the game. It like, you know, you gotta understand your placement. Like, you know, adding unions isn't gonna make people be like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna play Honkai release week, and I'm gonna go do a union boss battle. You know, so like, I think they should wait, maybe like till after the first week, maybe first 2 weeks, because like like, you know, it's like one of the biggest gacha releases. Yeah, it's one of the biggest gacha releases. Like, there's just no way, like, there's no way that they're gonna sit there and look at their game, any game right now, and just be like, we're big enough to drop something new. Yeah. Trust me, I want unions just as much as anybody. And, you know, I love this game. I want it to be successful, but they also have to be smart. They have to absolutely be smart. All right, we should be able to get some extra DPS now with Roko's ults. But we need Roko to heal them.
Ruko's home is here.
Well, like, so I am a Higan enjoyer. I love this game. I like Higan for everything that it has. I like Honkai for everything that it is. But when it comes to summoning, Higan's better. When it comes to certain things, I believe Higan is over Honkai, right? It has the PvP. Like, it doesn't have the effect where you can, like, you know, walk around and it's not as pretty, but it has technically more content. Like, in a way, it just doesn't have the open world, right? But you cannot ignore the fact that it is literally made by one of the biggest companies right now in gacha, and you don't have to worry about it being a successful game. Like, it's literally made from Hoyo. Like, it's gonna be, oh my god, we did it. It's gonna be a successful game because it's from Hoyo. Like, there are people who will literally try or play the Hoyo game because it is a Hoyo game. So, like, it's gonna be successful. And there's a lot of people who are in the chats for this game and everything. They're like, oh, Honkai is so boring. Honkai summon rates are terrible. Honkai plays like a worse Final Fantasy. Honkai, but it doesn't matter. It's still gonna be very successful. Like, I could, you know, be that content creator who makes a video saying like, oh, Honkai's not that great. Honkai's gonna fail, but like, it won't. Like, there's people literally in the chats saying it's gonna fail in a month. It won't. Like, that's just the truth of it. Like I play it because, like, I'm enjoying it, but, like, you know, I'm also not, I haven't spent near as much in it as this, because, like, that game is just not a game I really want to spend in. But yeah, I just can't ignore, like, certain things. Yep, you can just love both. Like, you can just play both, but, like, some people just can't do that. Okay. Let me think. I put in icicle. What are you doing? Stop it. I don't have my live built up yet. Yeah. I think it's gonna fail as Def Delusional. I feel like there will be more people who bounce off of it because of many reasons. Yeah, Selena. Yeah, a lot of people, yes, people also follow the crowd, like, because I mean, everybody is like, yo, look at Higan. It's, people are like, yo, Higan's gonna fail as soon as Anke comes out. Like, no. And then they're talking about, I mean, people talked about how they felt like everything's rushed, like they're just trying to bank out before. And I'm like, if you've looked at all their banners, I keep telling people there hasn't been a banner that isn't just a standard character, and we've only had one limited character that you didn't have to use your summon currency, and the pity has been nice, and you can go into a banner and not have to worry. Because I remember there were Higan players who played Honkai with me first night, and they're like, I dropped $150 and didn't get Sealy. And I'm like, yeah, that's Genshin. And that shouldn't, I shouldn't have to tell someone like, yeah, that's Genshin for you. You have to pretty much prepare to hit pity twice to get the character. It's my internet. It's me. It's not you, it's my internet. Yeah, Web. Honkai is pretty. Yeah, I will say, for Honkai, I do love it. I do love the game. But I also have to manually play it. Like,
New components, purring like a kitten.
well, you can't really say that's their fault. I mean, you have to look at the gacha system. Like, it's the gacha system. Like, $150 is just an amount of summons, right? So 90 summons. Think about it this way: if you're free to play, if you're playing a Hoyo game, Genshin or Honkai, 90 summons won't guarantee you the character. You'd have to do 180 to guarantee the character. Well, I mean, to say you win some, you lose some, it's just taking a approach to not really look at the issue and say that other games do it better. Like, you know, you like, yes, obviously, if you summon on this banner, you win some, you lose some. We all know that. But like, there are no, like, they don't have summon packs. It's just the gems, right? And like, other games just do it better, to where there's discounted summons, there's like summon deals, like, just it makes it easier to where you can stretch your money out a little bit more, right? Like, if like you drop, the only thing you have is the ×2 drops once a year. And this is from Genshin, right? This is me looking at Genshin. You have the double pack once a year. Other than that, you get no other deal on your gem. So you're just paying full cost for gems. That's a lot. It's really expensive. Like, really, really expensive to just pay just that flat cost. You play Genshin, the system is brutal. It does open up a variety in gameplay since you're not guaranteed to get what you want. Yeah. The system for it is brutal. Like, I'm not saying the games are bad. It's just, I just don't like their gacha system. Like, I can definitely not agree with the gacha system. Yeah, but see, here's the thing though. They don't have to change a thing, because the free-to-play community adores them. Like, absolutely adores them. I mean, most of the community adores them, so they don't have to change a thing at all. So, I mean, there's that also. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Well, so the one, so that's what they that's why I said the free to play community adores them, because they make really, really strong 4 stars. In playing Genshin, the strongest 4 stars are literally the ones that you get in Genshin 1.0 update, right? Same thing for Honkai Star Rail. Like the 4 stars are top tier. Now, when you do your pulls, there's no rares, so you're either getting 3-star light cones, or you're getting a SR character, or you're getting an SR light cone, which I don't care for that. So I don't care for getting an SR light cone instead of a character. But yeah, the 4 stars are really good with those SSR rates being really bad. So like if you're free to play, you're not really for the SSR or the 5-star. You're summoning for the holy shit. You're summoning for the SR characters that you could possibly get copies for. You play Nikkei and you already have dues for the new character banner. One of those. So Nikkei and like Eversoul, I can play those games. Those are idle games. It's really hard to look at idle games because like you typically have to get multiple copies, right? For them. Nikkei has been really generous, and honestly, it's one of the top gotchas right now because it's doing really well. So it's also that too. So like I can't really talk about it because it's doing really well. Did my CM die? He did. It's a gigantic shield he put on himself. Yeah, I've gotten so many cones. I've gotten so many 4-star light cones opposed to characters. It's a little annoying. And like, it's not even like the 4-star cones are that great. Yo, chill out, you spaz. What are you doing? What do you want? What? You want to be up here? Now, Bob, that is a whole nother conversation. That that is so. All right, so one, you have a good one. So this is why I had said I am just going to stream some Honkai Star Rail because I have tried to be that. I used to be that person who was like, gotta be the guy for these games. I'm gonna put out all these guides. I'm gonna put out all this information. I'm gonna drop everything for this gigantic game, and I'm gonna push up everything that way. Hopefully, when I live stream it, I can have a very, very successful time. And this is where I'm gonna be a little. This is where I'm gonna be kind of one of those guys, real quick. But like, I'm not big myself, and so it took me, you know, having to actually wake up and realize the algorithm does not really care for small people, right? Don't care for the small ones. It's gonna push people who can get likes, who can get views, who have subs. I know this because I make tons of Higan content, but not all of my videos get recommended like that, right? So look at my internet trying to counter me. And so with Honkai Star Rail, there were those people who were doing that, who were like, all right, I'm gonna make my content, I'm gonna make my guides. And some of those never see the light of day to most people. Like some of those guides, some of those videos people put out, they put into the Discords, will never see the light of day. But like, look at, so we're just gonna use Twitch, right? So it's what Bob was saying. Like, there are people here whom literally came from Genshin, brought their community and are top in Honkai Star Rail. When it's Honkai Star Rail was like over 200, maybe 200K, I think at its top on Twitch. It's dropped down to 50. But like, in reality, this is the top right here. Imtash, Genshin, a lot of these people were Genshin, but like, look at all these people here. And then it, like, I mean, 10K down to 2, right? And then it goes down from 1K. It starts going down to hundreds, right? And wow, is this it tonight? No, that's what I thought. It's just my internet. It keeps going further and further down. And it's loading it because there's so many streamers. So you're competing with all of these people. So if you didn't have a following, like, you know, like, look how far down you have to go to find somebody who's small. You have to go so far down to where I'm not even gonna do it. And so like, for a smaller channel, I mean, you just can't. And then the communities in most of these gacha games, a lot of content creators, I mean, they just don't work with each other. They don't. They don't care about each other. They don't network with each other because like, it's all about, I want people to watch me, right? They don't want a bunch of people to watch somebody else. And so like, you know, you don't have a lot of collabs really happening like that in gacha communities. You might see it some other stuff, but you don't have that happening over here. And so you're not gonna blow up that way. The only way is to overwork yourself and try to put out a video and put out content and overwork yourself by putting out 1 to 2 videos every single day, or good edited videos, like, and building a community that way. And then also you're competing with whales whom can just summon and get every character and make a guide that way. Like, there's whale content creators you can't really compete with. Now, of course, Inviosity, Imtash, like, you know, they're free to play, but they're also outliers. You know, they're huge. But like, typically for the more casual person, you have to pretty much whale